Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're going to be talking about gap trading. Gap trading is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest, most profitable day trading opportunity in the markets today. So as you know, one of my favorite gap trading strategies are the morning gaps. In my course at LazyGapTrader.com, I teach two strategies. One is the morning gaps, and we're going to take a look at a morning gap trade in Swift transportation, what you see on the screen here. But there's also a second strategy, which is about the gap fill trades. When stocks are coming back to fill gaps left open from a prior day closing price, depending on certain characteristics and certain parameters, it's usually a high probability trade where we know there's going to be a price reaction in the other direction. Well, I teach how to find those gap fill trades, what charts we're looking at, what time frames work best, which stocks work best, what the characteristics of the stocks that we're looking at, everything pointing to giving us the highest probability level of success when we find these price levels that we're going to have a price reaction in the other direction. It goes both with the morning trades and with the gap fill trades. So the first thing I like to do is check out the email that goes out to subscribers first thing in the morning about 9 a.m. before the market opens. Members that get this email are members that subscribe to my service where I provide the gap trades or the morning gap trades that I find each and every day. I send them out at 9 in the morning to folks that want to get them for any period of time. It's a month-to-month service, and anybody is welcome to try it on a 2-week trial basis. So when we look at the list of stocks that came out this morning, there were actually 5 possible gap trades that I identified long before the market opened. Well, as it turned out, 4 of them never hit their levels, so they become a no trade. There's no fill on the trade. They never came down to the level that we were willing to either buy or sell short the stock at, because we felt there was going to be a price reaction in the other direction on a high probability basis. One of them did hit their levels, and it was Swift Transportation. In the middle of the screen here, you can see I say gap lower. Support levels are $15.50, $15.16, $14.38. I gave 3 levels on this stock. Stop and profit target is about 15 cents. That's a hard stop. It can be an about stop. If somebody chooses to have an 18-cent stop, that's up to the individual trader. I'm giving you the guidelines as taught in my course. In the course at LazyGapTrader.com, I teach everything you need to know how to execute this strategy on your own. You'll learn how to do this for yourself, and it gives you a license to do this each and every day when you can gain the confidence and you can find success with a proven strategy, and we have a proven track record, and it's 76% of the time we win these trades, and I'll show you that at the end of the video. But it's all about learning how to do it for yourself so you can control your own destiny. Let's go and look at Swift Transportation now on the chart. So let's flip over to a shorter time frame, and we'll look at a 10-minute chart. So as you can see, here's the area where Swift closed yesterday, $16.90 on close. This morning, Swift opened up and continued lower, so Swift was down anywhere from 6 to over 8% in the morning session early on. So as you can see, in the first 10-minute candle of the day, Swift came all the way down. The purple line represents $15.50. It pierced through, made a low of $15.36, which was also within the stop loss limitations set forth in the email that came out at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then Swift reversed and went higher 3 candles later, making a high, which did happen to be the high of the day, at $16.12. So in that scenario, the maximum gain from entry was 62 cents, and that was in 30 minutes and represents about a 4% gain in that time frame. Also in the course, I have a whole video module on how to maximize the profit on a trade like this so that you can condition yourself to use a certain strategy where you're taking some profit and you're putting an order in to protect the rest of the position, which gives you a risk-free, emotionless trade on at least half of the position or some portion of the position. And I talk about this a lot in the course because it's one way that we can maximize profits when we have the confidence that our price levels where we should have a reactionary bounce or a reactionary pullback in the other direction, we have confidence in how strong these levels are, and you see them over and over again in these videos that I made. So there's another successful gap trade, morning gap trade, and you can learn how to do this for yourself by taking the course. Now, earlier in the video, I said I would show the performance. So let me bring the performance numbers up on the screen and just run through some highlights just to depict exactly what's going on. So here's an Excel sheet that I have published on the internet so that anybody can see it. It's updated daily. And what happens is you can see here the trades, the date, the stock, long or short. Here's a gap level. Is it a win or is it a loss? What was the maximum gain you could have gotten or lost on a particular stock? And whether the profit, in percentage terms, what the profit was, and in percentage terms, what the loss was. And we just keep a simple running total. Since I've been doing this to the public, so I began tracking it when I offered it as a service, which was towards the end of January 2016. So at that time, we had or in between that time and today, which today is June 21st, okay? So in between latter part of January and June 21st, so about half the year, we've had 108 total trades. We've had 82 wins and 26 losses. These are based on trades that triggered, that hit their number, and we were in the trade either for a gain or a loss. The winning percentage is 76%, obviously against the losing percentage of 24%, the other side. Average winning percentage per trade, 2.93%. Average losing percentage per trade, 1.01%. Cumulative wins, 222%, against cumulative losses of 23.31%. I don't think there's that many people out there that can gain the consistency from a single strategy that's been working for years. I'm offering it to you. I'm going to teach you how to do it for yourself, and I'm going to give you the tools to do it. I'm going to show you where to get everything. I'm going to offer you my gap trades in the morning so you can either confirm what you're doing or you can use them to augment what you're doing, because I may come up with stocks that you may not find on your own. I may come up with levels that you may not find on your own. I'm offering that to you even on a trial basis as an added benefit. So come over to LazyGapTrader.com, check it out. It's all there for you. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm David Frost, Lazy Gap Trader. Thanks for tuning in, folks.